How in the world did I go from 1 motorcycle to 4 in less than a year? Stay tuned to find out. Seriously, 4 motorcycles? Who has 4 motorcycles? Well, I suppose I should probably start back at the beginning. I started out riding a KLR 650. Well, wait, scratch that. We need to go all the way back. Way back. My very first bike was a 1985 Honda VF 500F Interceptor. It's my very first bike. I was a brand new rider. I had no business riding that bike. I didn't do anything immensely stupid, but I did manage to lay it down once on a mountain road. Sometime after that, I decided, at this point, we should probably make some better decisions. Got rid of the bike, didn't ride again for a very long time. Okay, now we can fast forward. In 2005, I ended up buying a brand new Kawasaki KLR 650. Great bike. At the time, we were towing it behind a vehicle, and we'd use it to go to trailheads and do hiking and that sort of thing. But then eventually I started commuting on it, and it eventually became my full-time commute vehicle. And then over the years, little by little, I'd ride a little bit more in the dirt, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And then lately, I've just absolutely loved riding in the backcountry. But unfortunately, because of the age of the bike, I've started getting worried about breakdowns. I ride solo quite a bit, and as I've ventured further and further out into the backcountry, I kind of start worrying about getting stranded out there. So I made the decision a year ago to find a new bike. And I'll put a link down below to a video that I made about my agonizing decision. Do I buy a small little dual sport, or do I buy a bigger bike capable of more road touring? Obviously, I went with the big boy. Absolutely love it. It has done everything I wanted. I am super happy with my decision. Every time I ride it, I love it even more. So here's where things get interesting. Mrs. Trout Dog decided to get her motorcycle endorsement. She was a little scared at the idea of riding in traffic, but she did want to join me on some of my easier backcountry trips. Hey, that's a good thing. We looked around and ended up finding a great deal on a used 2019 Honda CRF 250L. Now, she did pretty well on the CRF, but she did discover pretty quickly that riding around in the dirt and having a rear tire slide around wasn't the most comfortable thing. And she changed her mind and decided that maybe riding on the street would be a better choice. So she still does ride it every once in a while, but for the most part, I've adopted it. So that agonizing decision that I had over buying a little dual sport or a big bike, I ended up with both. So where's the 4th bike? Well, we ended up meeting a couple kind of in the same situation as us, and the wife had kind of gone through the same tribulations about finding a bike that fit her, and she described the bike that she ultimately ended up finding. So we went searching and ended up getting just an absolutely screaming deal on a used 2018 Honda CTX 700. 300 miles on it. This couple bought the bike, put it in their garage, never rode it. So we scored big time on that one. Now the CTX probably isn't a bike that I would have chosen on my own. I've always ridden a more upright dual sport type bike. So it was a little weird first time I rode it, being in that low reclining position with your feet forward. But I gotta say, it's pretty comfortable, and I kind of like it. I think lately I've probably been riding it more than her. So there we have it. 4 bikes in less than a year. KLR is actually in the shop right now, getting tuned up, and then I'm gonna sell that one. Maybe I need to buy something else. Maybe a big old Harley? I'm starting to think that buying motorcycles is a little bit like tattoos. Once you get one, you have to get another one. It's turning into a little bit of an addiction. Problem is, I'm gonna need a bigger garage soon. I also seem to be developing this strange obsession with Honda. I don't know why it's all Hondas so far. So there you have it, the story of 4 bikes in less than a year. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing. See you next time, adventure people.